Greetings from the eerie coast. This is Mad Shad. Thor Vigi, may Thor bless on this wonderful Thursday. Wow. May you work hard or fight well. Yes. It is Thursday. It is cold. Wow, it's cold. Yeah, I got my door open and shit, a hoodie, whatever. It's just windy. The cold is okay, but it's the wind, man. We're supposed to be getting like 50-mile-an-hour gust winds and some snow. It's starting to little sprinkles of snow here and there, but none the worse for wear. Today's a good day. I'll tell you about those who did not have a good day. Those Americans that are trapped in Afghanistan, left there by Trader Joe and his malicious / incompetent regime. And least we forget that 13 servicemen and women died at Abbey Gate in Kabul, Afghanistan, along with 200 other poor souls. 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs, things that don't grow back. A lot of them were service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. The Floyd knife hands. That you, potato. But there was hope. Folks getting him out. Task Force Largo, Task Force Pineapple, Project Exodus, Project Dynamo Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. And least we forget that 700 plus individuals are still incarcerated over the J6 debacle, and they're arresting more. Held there as political prisoners without sentencing, without bail, in torturous solitary confinement conditions, under constant interrogation. They're given a plea deal that if they testify against the T-Man, that they will be given special treatment, preferable treatment, reduced sentences, or set free. Yeah. Someone lost an eye. There have been suicides. Every day in defiance, they call their family, friends, and loved ones, and they sing at the top of their lungs the national anthem. Very powerful video. Yes. But there's hope. There is hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, even some senators, congressmen, and representatives getting into the fray. Yes. Yeah, all kinds of stuff, man. It's just it should be a barometer, a barometer of where we are in this tyrannical evolution. This is an evolution, like I said before. We've been sold out a long time ago. They're just now doing the think about working for a company or a corporation, and they start injecting new policies and procedures and things like that, and you're like, yeah, it's whatever, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. And the next thing you know, boom, they're implementing their policies and procedures, and you are required by leadership to comply. Yeah. See, there's something here you go. This is simple. This is the simple way of explaining how things should work in this country, because we are a constitutional republic, not a democracy. Not a democracy, a constitutional republic. It is one thing and one thing only, okay? One thing and one thing only. They are not our leadership. They are our public servants. We, the people, are the leadership. We choose to comply or not comply. We pay them to do a job. And just like anybody, think of them like contractors, right? You got a contractor that's doing your roof. You don't like how he's fucking doing your roof. He's telling you, hey, you got to do this and do that. And I'm like, no, you're fired. You're fired. Time to find a new contractor, right? I mean, it's that simple. It is that fucking simple. Now, if the roofer is like, well, I really want this job. I really want your money. Why don't you pay me, and then you get up here and do this fucking roof? See, that's what's going on in this fucking country. They just want our money, and they wanted to enslave us. So, time to get rid of the contractors. Time to get rid of the overbearing, pompous leadership, and hire public servants. hire new contractors. Right? That's how it works. That's how it should work. Anyway, little rant there. Just a little rant. Meanwhile, I found this very interesting. I didn't know about this. Lake Michigan. They say that this, interesting enough, they say that this story comes up about every 6 months or so. But it is true. There is a mini Stonehenge that is 9,000 years old under Lake Michigan, about 40 feet down. You know, on the it's a mini one. It's a small one. The stones are probably about this big around. They're not big. They're not megalithic like Stonehenge, but they are arranged in such a fashion. It's very, very fucking interesting. Yeah, I found it very interesting. 9,000 years old. It's like 2,000 years after the Ice Age. And then, of course, in Lake Huron, there is a mile-long line of stones that have been arranged in a line leading to a little cul-de-sac. The scientists are like, this is some kind of like caribou hunting corridor. What the fuck is that? But anyway, you gotta love the explanations, you know. But yeah, the mysteries, and of course they found which they're still trying to accredit, they're still trying to vet, is that they found a stone with what appears to be a impressionist type woolly mammoth painted on this stone or carved into this stone. I don't know. They're still trying to validate that. I don't know. But the mini Stonehenge under Lake Michigan is pretty neat. Interesting. So yeah, this is my my Friday. Yes, that's right. That's right. Bring on the hate. Come on. Your hatred is delicious. Yes. So we will be having a after work, which is hopefully around 4:30 or 5. I don't know. Depending. Got a lot of shit to do today. So after that, boom, on to the weekend. Right, on to the weekend. Yes. So, and oh yes, in other news, the Kansas City festival shooting. Watched that from Black Scout Survival. It appears to be just a bunch of thugs, young thugs, popping off at each other. Unfortunately, a lot of people just got shot. You know, and most of them kids, like 21. You know, I seen the footage. There were two Good Samaritans that chased down a guy, and one of the shooters, he still had the gun in his hand. These Good Samaritans, there was two of them, ran this guy down and tackled him. While the cops were dealing with the other guy, had him on the ground, and they're just sitting there like looking like, well, what's going on? What's happening? I can understand because a lot of people are running back and forth. There's a lot of chaos going on. But as soon as the cops got there, they started pushing around the Good Samaritan. The way I can kind of explain that is that there's, you know, in the heat of the moment, you don't know what's going on. You know, you just start pushing people around, and you know, you don't know who's who. And once they sounded off that they were the Good Samaritans, that they tackled the guy, they're like, oh, okay. So I'm hearing a lot of backlash about this and that and whatever. You know, it's unfortunate. It really is. It's unfortunate. And they used pistolas. Okay, pistolas, not the dangerous black rifle, not the assault weapons, but just fucking Glocks or some shit. I don't know. But I'm sure I'm looking for the spin. I'm waiting on the spin because you know they're gonna spin this. So anyway, is that my truck? Could be. Go Team Linda! Go Team Linda! Fuck cancer. She is kicking ass, taking names, getting stronger by the day. This has been Mad Shad. Every day, never forget.